Number one warning note here to you guys, if you're watching this video, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Your presence is highly appreciated, guys. So today is just a random video I just want to share. So in this channel I talk about everything about my life experiences, my life stories. I do recipes because I love recipes. So if you love this kind of content, you are in the right place. Please do me well to hit that subscribe button and subscribe. Guys, today the weather is so warm. It's really so hot. If you can see, I'm wearing a short knicker to make this video. It's really warm. So I'm going to be sharing with you one of my bitter experience, okay, and someone might learn from it. So this is the reason why we blacks, we fall victim a lot. We fall victim. Someone was said that if you want to hide something from the black people, just put it in black and white, because we won't read. We hardly read. Some people do, but majority of us, we don't read, and which is really bad, because I just experienced a bitter experience that I think that, you know what, I'm going to share it. Someone is going to benefit from it. So guys, the reason why I fall victim is because I didn't read. Okay, so guys, this experience is all about we moving house. So our previous flat that we are living, before we rented their house, it's agents. If you're renting a house in the United Kingdom, it's 100% agents. You at least see people that we just you at least see, how do I put it, so you at least see a landlord that you will liaise face to face to give you their property to rent. No, they don't do it. So you go through agents. So agents act on behalf of the landlord or landlady. So everything you are dealing, all your dealings is through the agents. If you need to fix anything in your house, it's through the agents. If anything is going bad, you need any complaint at all, it's through the agent. So you liaise with the agent will liaise with the landlord. That is how it works here in England. So I don't know how it works where you live, but this is the procedure here where we live. So our previous house, when we rented a house here in England, if you want to rent a house, you have to go through what they call credit check. They check your credit. A lot of check-ins, guys. A lot of checking before you will rent, before they will lend you house. You have to go through different kind of check-ins to make sure that this person will be able to pay rent and is not a thief, it's not a fraudster, things like that. So they go through all those checking. At the end of the day, if everything, they are pleased with everything, they will check your bank detail, how much you are earning, how much is the house going for, check your salary capacity, if you'll be able to meet up with the salary. If you're not able to meet up, then you have to pay someone. Maybe they combine your salary and your partner's salary, then you'll be able to, they have to go through everything, because they want to be sure who they are giving the property to. They want to be sure who they are renting the house to. So that is how it works here in England. So we went through all the check in our previous house. We went through all the check, everything. They did all their checks for me and for my husband. Then once they are satisfied, they will give you a contract to sign. And before you move into the house, you pay a deposit of the same amount. For example, say the rent is £1,000, you put a deposit of £1,000. Some agent, they collect 6 weeks, some they collect 4, but ours, they collected 1 month, which is equivalent to what we are paying. So you put £1,000 deposit and you pay £1,000 up front before you move in. So that is how it works here in England. So we went through everything, they checked everything was okay. Now it's time for us to make deposits and collect the keys. We make deposits, we pay for the 1 month period and for 1 month deposit as well. So this deposit stands for instance, if you're moving out of the property and if anything got spoiled and they need to repair it, they have to deduct money from that your deposit and they will reimburse you the balance. So guys, the reason why I'm saying is because majority of us, we don't really read anything black and white. We just go ahead to sign, especially now that we even have phone. That most of the terms and conditions, they are even in a small print. No one wants to. You just want to click yes, I agree. Don't do it. do not do it, because I'm a victim. That is why I'm making this video, so someone will learn from my mistakes and avoid it. You don't have to go through what I've been through. Okay, so guys, we signed everything and they gave us this contracts. To be honest, guys, I didn't even read that contract. I don't know, my husband has a good habit of reading more than me, but I'm not even sure if he read it or whatever. Cut long story short, we've lived in that house for a couple of years now. We want to move out of the house now, so we've moved out. Before you move out, you have to give a notice of 1 month. I think 3 weeks to 1 month. You have to give notice that you are moving, so other people will come and be viewing the house. So because here is mortgage, I don't blame them for that, because every month the mortgage company don't care if you're paying or somebody's in the property or not. At the end of the year, at the end of the month, they want their money, so you must give the agent 3 to 4 weeks notice that you are leaving, so people will have chance to come and be viewing the house. So as soon as you're moving out, other people are coming in to keep the rent flowing. So guys, that is what happened with us, and we give the notice that we are moving. They said okay, fine, blah 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 blah, and then I emailed us now the so this is what they do here in England. Once before you move in, I forgot to mention this, before you move in into any property, they will do inventory. There is inventories where they will take the inventory of everything in the house, everything, both the walls, the kitchen, the cabinets, everything. If it's a house that is well furnished, they will take inventory of that. They will take all the furnitures, the tables, everything. If the house is unfurnished, they have fridge, the microwave, the dishwasher. They will take inventory of everything. They will take pictures, and they will, you know, date everything accordingly. They will sign that inventory to you, then you will sign it. They will sign the copy of the inventory to you. You will sign it alongside with the deposit. You have to sign it and return back to them. So when you are leaving, they will send back that inventory to you, and you have to go through everything, and they will have to come and take another inventory post moving out. Okay, post moving out, they will come and take inventory. Pre-moving out, they will come and take inventory. That is how it works. So please, if you're new in this country, or you haven't you don't know all these things, or you have someone that you know that will benefit from this video, please share, because the reason why I share my life story and my life experiences is because I want people not to make the same mistake that I've made, people to learn and avoid costly mistakes. So guys, one of the things to avoid if you're renting in England and you are moving out of the house, do not paint the wall. Don't paint the wall. Secondly, please read the contract. Read it, because that is what happened to me. For some reason I didn't read. At times I do, but for some reason I didn't read, and my spirit was telling me, Ngozi, read. The day we were moving out, I actually opened the contract. When they sent it back to me, I actually opened it, but I didn't read it. For some reason I just ignored it. I didn't read it. That was the mistake I made. Do not make the mistake to paint house. They call it redecoration. They will charge you for that. It's totally against the law of the land, which I didn't know. So guys, what happened? We've lived in this property for 4 years, and guys, when you are living in the property for 4 years, don't tell me that house is going to be the same way you moved in. They call it wear and tie. It's like you bought this dress and you wore this dress for 4 years. You don't expect this dress to be exactly the same way you bought it. So those are the mistakes that we made. Those are some of the things that people doesn't know. And this happened that we were thinking that, oh, because we've lived for long for this house, the house was not white like this, it's cream color, and there was kind of some stain. So my husband and I said, you know what, for us to secure our deposit, we don't want them to touch that deposit, so let's just buy paint and repaint it. Guys, that was a costly mistake. So do not, if you're living in England, please avoid this by all costs. Do not do it. Once I had to paint the house, that was the beginning of the problem. Not like everywhere. We just looked for the places that was affected, like a little bit of stain here and there. We just painted it. And guys, when we put in for and we went ahead to clean the house nicely, people came to clean the house. That was really done well to my own understanding, because when we were moving in, we did use professional cleaner. They didn't use professional cleaners, so we used people to clean it as well. And I still did some finishing touches by myself while my husband was touching the wall, those places that we thought that was dirty. So now it came to when we were now waiting. After a few months, I'm now waiting to receive our deposit back, because obviously if you are moving home, you have a lot of expenses. nothing was forthcoming. So my husband said, okay, let's give them some few days came and gone, nothing. So we had to email them. I said my husband email them because I was at work, and he emailed them, and the reply we got was shocking. They now brought out this list. If I open my phone now, if you see the list of what they brought, it was like this. This was not like this. They brought the, you know, the picture they took from the pre-moving in, before we move in, the inventory they came to take. The house was painted, blah blah blah. All the inventory, everything, they brought it, they sent it back, they attached it to the letter of all their complaint. This is like this, that is like this, that is like this, that is like this, that they listed so many things, guys. That was when it dawned to me. Then I said, reply and we'll take it up from there. That was when I now said, I'm very good in all those kind of reply. I sat down, took my time, give them a very good detailed reply that we've lived in this house from so and so time. Mark you, before now I've not even gone back to read that contract deposit we put in the deposit scheme. So deposit scheme is where every agent or landlord deposit your money to. So that money is there depending on when you want to move out. When you want to request the money back, you have to apply. Then they will notify the agent. The agent will reply that this person actually spoils so and so things. So for this reason, we are not paying them the complete money, we are deducting. So the deposit scheme will reply you will see, it works automatically. Anything they put there in the account, you get a notification. Anything you type in, then they will get a notification until both parties comes to an agreement. Then they will now refund the money. That is how deposit scheme work. So I replied them, and that was when they now said, for this, for that, for this, for that, that we redecorated the house. The guys, they deducted almost £500 from the money. And I said, no, this is not done. So that was when it dawned on me that I need to go and read that contract. Guys, I went to read that contract. Guess what? Wear and tear is allowed. Wear and tear is allowed. Yeah, wear and tear is allowed. But what is not allowed is redecoration. That was why I'm placing emphasis. Don't redecorate. So they classify painting as redecoration. So for that reason, I didn't know that painting was redecoration, because they said the color didn't really fit. It's not like white. White fits in everything, but cream selects. So that was where the problem came from. So, and I said, my husband, and asked, when my husband came, I said, we've made a mistake. He said, what? I said, look at the contract that we signed. Actually, this is what they wrote, that no redecoration, no this, no that, no that. And went ahead to waste our time, waste our money, waste our effort, our strength to do all these things. Meanwhile, they expected the house to wear and tear, because we've lived in that property for a couple of years. My husband was like, yes, it was that bad. All burden that we didn't read. So please, my number one warning note here to you guys, if you're watching this video, any contract you are going into, anything at all, it doesn't matter how small, how big that thing is, please make sure you take your time to read the terms and conditions. I've learned a bitter lesson. Read the contract, read it very well. If you're not sure, don't sign. Ask them to explain in details why this, why that you are not clear, and they will explain to you until you are pleased. No one is going to force you to sign what you are not pleased to. So that was a costly mistake we made. So I thought I should come and share it here. So these are the mistakes to avoid, especially if you're living in England. Avoid redecoration. Read any contract you are going into. It will go a long way to save you from problem. It will go a long way to save you, to keep you free from all this back and front movement we've been going. I went ahead to contact a Citizen Bureau, and me and the lady were talking. The first thing she asked me that, did you redecorate? And I said, I really understand. That was when she explained to me that painting is considered as redecoration. That if you paint, which means you've changed the color from the original color, they will see it as redecoration. say she will guarantee me that if I did not redecorate, say the walls is just dirty and things like that, say the agent don't have right to take any money. So all those things the agent wrote, guys, do you know that when I replied them, they dropped everything? The only thing they were holding is the redecoration, the painting, and professional cleaner. I didn't use professional cleaner, which I did use people to clean the house, but not professional cleaner per se. So those are the only two things, but every other things they dropped them. Otherwise the complete balance would have, the complete deposit would have been wiped off by these people. So they are very, very tricky and dangerous. So before you are moving into any property, or you are even buying anything that you are going into contract, make sure you have a good read, have a good understanding of what you are going into. If you're happy, then proceed and go ahead. If you're not happy, make sure you ask questions before you go ahead. So guys, this is it. I thought I should share this video and 1 or 2 people will benefit from it. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Remain blessed. Bye.